BPSOS! Who are we?
Bike riders!
What do we want?
Bike lanes!
When do we want them?
Now!
In Philadelphia, we've seen buffered bike lanes in the form of spruce and pine, where there's approximately 3 feet of space between the traffic lane and the bike lane. And the bike lane is generally 6 to 8 feet long, depending on the width of the street. In 2009, since these lanes were put in, crash data has shown that incidences have dropped 45% just since these bike lanes have been put in. Proving that bicycle infrastructure and shared space, appropriate shared space, is actually making a big difference.
We don't have a bike lane anymore. There's no parking allowed on this section of the road, but there's only one lane of traffic. So with that one lane of traffic, they're allowing everybody to understand that this is a path for both motorists and bicyclists, and the way they're doing that is with sharrows.
On the weekends, because of all the churches along Spruce and Pine and mosques and temples, people are allowed to park on the right-hand side. So if you guys ever come down here on the weekends, there is a good chance that there will be parked cars within the bike lanes. And that's kind of like a compromise that the city did with the communities, because there was a lot of pushback to put these bike lanes in. And one of the compromises that the city made was, for holy days, on the weekends, we'll keep it so that there is parking for people that go to their temples or their churches or their mosques. Course of the last five years, we've gotten funding through different federal dollars and city dollars to really make this trail a multi-use path for everybody. Latest numbers that our advocacy staff have found: 1 million users. 1 million users.
Yeah.
That's in what is it? In 1 year?
1 year's time.
Yeah. It's remarkable how many people actually use these trails. And now we can enter here, and it goes all the way out to Valley Ford.
We're right where the arrow says you are here. So from there, there's going to be a connector that goes to the South Street Bridge, and then it's going to travel down through here, down over here. It's going to go through here. This is called the Grays Ferry Crescent. This blue dotted arrow right here is the Grays Ferry Avenue Bridge, that big bridge that goes into West Philly. Just underneath it, there's this old rail bridge that's not used anymore. Whenever there was a boat passing by, I used to lift up and move this way so that boats can travel across the river. It's stuck in that position now, but the foundation is still there, so they're actually planning to build a bridge across it and make that a bike path and let it continue. So it's going to cross there, go through this Bartram's Gardens, which is one of the most beautiful gardens in Philadelphia, and then continue down all the way down towards Fort Mifflin. This trail that goes through here is not only a part of this Schuylkill River Trail, but it's also a part of the East Coast Greenway. And that's a trail that goes all the way down to Florida and all the way up to Maine. So once this is complete, you will have travelers on bike that travel all the way up and on their way up the whole East Coast.